Just a set of blocks for today. Of course, if you would like a strap, that's always optional. We're going to get started in a child's pose. So draw your knees wide, sink your hips towards your heels. Gently rest your forehead on the mat or a block. And reaching your arms out long to the top of your mat. And just resuming normal breathing. Noticing your belly rise on your inhales. Belly falls on your exhales. Maybe set an intention for class today. Maybe find a gentle sway of your forehead from side to side. Full breath in. Fill all the way to the top, belly, ribs, and lungs. Once you get there, seal your lips, and now breathing in and out through your nose, creating heat within your body using only your breath. Reach your fingertips closer to the top of your mat on your inhales. Hold the length of your arms. On your exhale, sink your hips towards your heels. Stretching opposite directions. On your next inhale, reach your right arm towards the sky. Exhale, thread your right arm under and through the left side body, releasing your right cheek or ear towards the floor. Thread the needle in child's pose. Left arm can stay long to the top of your mat. To open up your left shoulder, bind your left hand around towards your right hip. Gently release your left hand back to the top of the mat if it was binded. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the sky. Exhale, plant your right hand. Switching sides, inhale, left arm high. Exhale, thread your left arm under and through the right side body. Left cheek or ear comes towards the floor. You're welcome to stay here with your right arm long to the top of your mat. To open up your right shoulder, bind your right hand around towards your left hip. Then place your right hand if it was binded. Reach your left arm back to meet the right. Bump the hips side to side. Allow your forehead to rock from one side to the other. Press yourself up, coming to a tabletop at the center of your mat. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tuck your toes, hammock your belly towards your mat, lift your gaze, deep inhale. On your exhale, untuck your toes, round your spine, creating space between each shoulder blade. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your gaze, draw your collarbone wide. Exhale, press into the tops of your feet, press into your finger pads. Inhale, tuck your toes, spread your elbow creases to the top of the mat. Hold that rotation in your elbows, untuck your toes, round your spine. Moving here through tabletop cat and cow one more time with your breath. Come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, draw your right elbow wide, gaze up, look up. Exhale, right elbow taps left wrist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Draw your right arm towards the sky. Exhale, thread your right arm under and through the left side body. Deeper, thread the needle, this time in tabletop. Right cheek or ear can release towards the floor or a block. Left hand can stay boxed out. You can reach it long to the top of your mat to lengthen in your shoulder blade, or bind it around towards your right hip to open up your left shoulder. Plant your left hand back under your shoulder. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, plant your right hand under your right shoulder. Inhale, left elbow wide, gaze up, look up. Exhale, left elbow taps right wrist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach, lift your left arm to the sky. Exhale, thread your left arm under and through the right side body. Release your left cheek or ear towards the floor or a block. Right hand can stay boxed out or release it to the top of your mat. Maybe you want to find a bind here. Thread the needle tabletop, right hand to left hip. Plant your right hand back on your shoulder if it was extended or binded. Press into your right hand, inhale, arm to the sky. Exhale, plant your left hand under your left shoulder. Coming back to that tabletop, extend your right leg straight back. Hips are square. Ball of your right foot press into the floor, heel to the wall behind you. Inhale, lift your right leg to hip height. Point your right toes. Inhale, an inch higher. Exhale, tuck your knee in toward your nose, round your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rainbow tap over to the left side. Open up that right hip. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it in for 3, 2, and 1. Kick it straight back. Hips are square. Exhale, big arch up and over to the left side. This time looking over your left shoulder. Maybe you see your right toes or heel or any part of your calf or knee. Inhale, kick your right leg straight back. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. One more. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, big arch up and over to the outer left hip. Drawing that right leg as far as you can over to the left side. Looking over your left shoulder, maybe you see more of your right leg. You can rock forwards and backwards. Heel closer towards the floor deepens that sensation. Stacking your shoulders back on top of your wrist. Release your right knee to the outside of your left knee, calf, or ankle. Untuck your right toes and then press your hips back. Eagle legs from tabletop. Elbows can be bent or straight. Gentle gaze toward your left knee. Inhale, come back through center. Extend your right leg long, still in that curtsy. Inhale, lift your right leg up and over, all the way over to the outer right hip to find gate pose. Seal the sole of your right foot, tuck your left toes, draw your hips back and forward. Left hip toward your left heel. Once more. Stacking your wrists back on your shoulders, walk your hands toward your left knee. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand by your right leg. Deep side bend, bump your hips to the left. Left toes can be tucked or untucked. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your left hand to the outside of your left knee on the floor or on a block. Deep side bend, supported side plank. Long line of energy from your right fingertips down to your right heel. Squeeze your glutes, engage your core. Inhale, arms overhead, come back through center. Exhale, swan dive forward, release your hands toward your left knee. Walk your hands out to that tabletop. Slide your right knee back under your right hip. Bump your hips side to side, come back to your breath. We're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Inhale, lengthen your left leg straight back, flexing your left toes. Heel towards the wall behind you, ball of your foot pressed in towards the floor, hips are square. Inhale, lift your left leg to hip height. Exhale, point your left toes. Inhale, lift an inch higher. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose, round your spine, deep crunch. Inhale, lengthen, kick your left leg straight back. Exhale, rainbow tap left toes to the outer right side. Inhale, kick your left leg straight back. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch and hold for 3, 2, and kick it straight back. Big arch up and over to the outer right side, looking over your right shoulder to see any part of that left leg. One more time, inhale, keep that left leg straight, kick it straight back, point the toes. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, tap the floor. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift and hold. Kick it straight back. Exhale, big arch up and over, pressing the ball of your left foot towards the floor. You can add movement here. You can stay in place, taking note of how this side may feel compared to the right side. Holding your curtsy, release your left knee to the outside of your right knee, calf or ankle, untuck your left toes, and then press your hips back. Gazing down gently towards your right knee, eagle legs, and tabletop. You should feel a stretch in your outer left hip. Inhale, come back to center. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Extend your left leg, draw up and over. Big arch over to the left side. Coming into that gate pose, tuck your right toes, seal your left foot. Draw the hips back and forward. 2 more. Right glute towards your right heel once more. Rise forward, stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Walk your hands towards your right knee. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, shoulders stacked over your hips. Exhale, release your left arm by your left leg. Deep side bend to the left, bump your hips to the right. Right toes can be tucked or untucked. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand to the outside of your right knee on the floor or on a block. Supported side plank, reaching long through your left fingertips, keeping the sole of your left foot grounded. Left bicep hugs your ear. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, rise up, both arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Walk your hands back out under your shoulders. Slide your left knee under your left hip, coming back to your tabletop. Tuck your toes, walk your hands up, palm print forward, lift your hips to the sky. Coming into our first downward facing dog. Press your heels to the floor to feel a deepening stretch along the back side of your legs through your calves and your hamstrings. Now bend into your right knee as you hold your left heel towards the floor. And switch, left knee bends, right heel lowers towards the floor. Continuing moving here, deep bend, and extend into one knee at a time, slowly walking your dog. Inhale and exhale. Create a deep bend in both of your knees. Walk your hands towards your feet, coming to the back of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins, crown of your head pulling away from your body, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, release your head, neck, and shoulders. Option to grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll. Maybe you find a gentle sway from one side to the other. Pulling the crown of your head towards the floor, lengthening your spine, sandwiching your rib cage towards your thighs. Sway back through center, release your hands towards the floor, slowly rise all the way to center. Head, neck, and shoulders last to arrive, roll your shoulders down and back. Toe heel your feet towards one another, tiny touch, tight, big toes touch, tiny space between your heels. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Find your hands, release your index finger and your thumbs. Inhale, arms to the sky, biceps hug your ears. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arms to the right, bump your hips to the left, deep side bend, standing crescent. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, arms to the left, bump your hips to the right. Inhale, back through center. Switch the thumb that's on top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bump your hips to the left, deep side bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, arms to the left, bump your hips to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, release your hands to your lower back. Toe heel your feet to hip width apart. Pull your elbows down and towards one another. Inhale, lengthen, gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, press your hips forward. Stay here or continue to draw an imaginary line on the ceiling. Right, back bend. Inhale, come back through center. Slide your hands down the back side of your legs. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift hands to shins or blocks. Exhale, forward fold. Deep bend your knees, walk your hands out, coming into a high plank. Option to lower the knees down, press into your finger pads, release your palms. Inhale, lifting through the crown of your head. Exhale, lower all the way down. Once you arrive, untuck your toes, pressing into the tops of your feet. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, release down. Inhale, mini cobra, little to no weight in your palms. Maybe lifting your knees off the floor. Exhale, lower back down. One more time, elbows to the sky. Inhale, mini cobra. Maybe you want to lift your palms. Lower your palms. Lower your chin. Walk your hands to your lower rib cage. Exhale, press up, full cobra. Look over your left shoulder. Come back through center. Look over your right shoulder. Back through center. Come through tabletop or tuck your toes, meeting back in downward facing dog. Pedal up the heels, deep bend and extend to one knee at a time. Pedal, 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 come back to your breath. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog, lower your left heel. Bend your right knee, stack your hips, circle out your right ankle. Wiggle your right toes, circle out your right hip. Take what you need on this side. Inhale, kick your right leg straight back, hips are square. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. And then kick your right foot through. Stay here with both palms planted to find fallen star. Lift your left arm to the sky. Left arm stays lifted or on the floor. Slowly lower your hips down. Release both arms to the sky, both hips on the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Grab the outside of your thighs, calves, ankle, or pinky toe. Inhale, lift arms overhead, shoulders stacked over your hips. Exhale, carve your hands to the top of the mat, wrists under your shoulders. Lift your hips. Exhale, kick your right leg straight back. Deep inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, step your right foot in between your palms. Find your focus. Inhale, rise up, high crescent, both toes facing forward. To get deeper in your crescent, bend into that back left knee, then press your heel towards the floor, opening the front of your left hip flexor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward, sweep both arms back. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge and sweep. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep and hinge, hold. Sweep the arms around in front. Pivot your left toes, open your left arm up, find warrior two, deep bend your front right knee. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, deep bend. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, find the deepest bend in that right knee, arms to the horizon. Maybe looking down, you can see your big toe from the inside of your right knee. Inhale, lengthen, flip your left palm, right palm to the sky. Exhale, reverse your warrior left arm to the outside of your left leg or tuck it around towards your right hip. Inhale, lengthen through your right fingertips. Exhale, extend to side, right elbow to your right knee. Left bicep hugs your left ear. Inhale, lengthen. Draw your right arm towards the inside of your right thigh, left arm to the sky. Bent knee, triangle. Change nothing in your upper body. Straighten your right leg, find your triangle. Stacking your left shoulder directly over the right. Imagine your body is between two panes of glass. One in front and one behind. To challenge your balance, gaze up towards your left fingertips. To add balance, gaze down towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Left arm down your left leg or tuck it around towards your right hip. To find archer, flex your right toes. Release your right quadricep. Exhale, lower your right foot to the floor. Arms to the horizon, palms facing down. Pivot your right toe so long into the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Hinge forward, slow and steady. Squeeze your glutes. Release down. Once you arrive, hands can come to the floor. Hands can come to the blocks. You can grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll. Maybe find a gentle sway from side to side, releasing your lower back. Micro bend in each knee. Sway back through center. Release your hands towards the floor. Walk your hands over to your left foot. Right hand on the floor or on a block. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Wide-legged forward fold with a twist. Opposite hand to opposite foot. Use any props that you need. Gazing up or down. Exhale, release your left hand to meet the right. Walk your hands back through center. Over to your right foot. Left hand stays on the floor or on a block. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the sky. Gazing up to challenge your balance. Gazing down to add balance. Exhale, plant your right hand to meet the left. Bend into your right knee, pivot your toes, coming back to runner's lunge. Step your left foot a foot closer towards your front foot. Left toes at 45, we're going to find pyramid pose here. Hands on the floor or on blocks to frame your right foot. As you press your right hip back, straighten that right leg, and then pull your right hip back even more, keeping the hips square to find that pyramid pose. Right toes at 12 o'clock, left toes at 10 o'clock. Try flexing your right foot, toes to the sky, heel towards the floor. Hands on the floor or on blocks at any height. To get deeper into your pyramid, you can walk your hands towards the back of your mat, bringing your forehead or your chin closer towards your knee. Walk your hands back to center to frame your front right foot. Bend into your right knee, lift your left leg, finding bird. Walk your hands up, palm print forward. Hands can be on the floor. Hands can be on blocks. You can reach your arms back for bird, or you can reach your arms forward for warrior three. Plant your hands back to a block or on the floor. We're going to find half moon. Open that left hip, right hand on the floor, left arm to the sky. Lift your left leg, flex your left toes. Opening up that left hip. Square out the hips. Bring the left toes back to the floor, flex the foot. Lower your left foot to meet the right. Pedal out your knees, bend and extend. Bump the hips side to side. Inhale, rise, find your chair at the top of the mat. Pulse it down for a 3. That's 2. Hold the hips low, sweep the right arm back. And forward, left arm. And forward, both arms sweep. And forward, double arm sweep, lift the heels. Keep the hips low, lower down, arms forward, 2 more. Heel lift, arm sweep. 1 more. Inhale, rise. Lift your left knee to the sky, single leg mount, flex your left toes. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your left hip. Inhale, back through center, 2 more. Exhale, bending cactus, open the hip. Come back through center, 1 more. Inhale through center. Exhale, find your bird. Hands on the floor, blocks, or sweep the arms back. Bend into your front right knee, plant your left foot, coming back to runner's lunge. Lower your left knee towards the floor. Toe heel your right foot over to the left side of your mat. Lower your right knee towards your right wrist for pigeon. You can slide that left leg back to get deeper. To square out the hips, place a block on the lowest side under your right hip. Likewise, you can use the blocks under your hands for support, bringing your hands toward your midline, finding a gentle back bend. Stay there as long as you'd like. You can also walk your hands on the floor or on blocks forward. Find a gentle sway from one side to the next. Neither hip has to touch the floor. Put your hands back under your shoulders. Tuck your left heel in towards your glutes. Reach your right hand back towards your left toes. Maybe you make connection with the foot, your ankle, your pant leg. Great option for a strap if you're using one. Releasing the left quadricep. Release your right hand and left foot back to the floor. Lower your right hip down towards the mat. We're going to do a hip mobility drill. With your front right knee still bent, slide your left knee directly out from your left hip. Hands behind your back for support or hands at heart center for a core challenge. Inhale, lift your knees to the sky, plant your feet on the floor, rotate to the back of the mat. Inhale, knees to the sky, feet on the floor, come back to the top of your mat. We're going to repeat that, adding on. Inhale, knees to the sky, feet on the floor, rotate to the back, make sure both knees are on your mat, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, press your hips forward, reach your arms back. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down, controlled movement. Once both hips are on the floor, knees to the sky, feet on the floor, rotate back to the top of the mat. Both knees on the floor. Inhale, lift your hips, press them forward, reach back. Exhale, lower your hips. Bring your hands on your shoulders. Slide your left leg back, coming into your pigeon pose. We're going to find curtsy pyramid. Tuck your back left foot. As you lift your hips, seal that right foot where it was on the mat from your pigeon pose. Walk your hands back to frame your front right foot. Both toes are facing to 12 o'clock. Just with a normal pyramid pose, you want to pull that right hip back. Left hip presses forward, feeling the deepening stretch along your outer right leg. All in the hip and the glute. Bend back into your front right knee. Plant your hands to the top of the mat. Step your right foot back to meet the left. Option to hold that right leg elevated. Exhale, lower down, full chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Biceps hug your ears. Gaze down towards your toes, your shins, your knees, your thighs. And back to your breath. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Three-legged dog, lower the right heel. Feel a stretch on the back side of that right leg. Bend your left knee, stack your hips, circle out your left ankle, wiggle the toes. Take what you need on this side. Maybe some hip circles. Kick your left leg straight back, hips are square. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, and then kick your left foot through. Option of both hands stay on the floor, reach your right arm towards the sky. Exhale, lower your hips down. Inhale, both arms to the sky, shoulders over your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, reach for your thighs, your calves, your ankles, your toes. One more breath here. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cartwheel down, wrists under your shoulders. Press into your palms, lift your hips, kick your left leg straight back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step your left foot between your palms for runner's lunge. Both toes facing 12 o'clock. Inhale, rise high, crescent shoulders over your hips. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. To get deeper, bend into your right knee, then press your right heel closer to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward, sweep both arms back, lightning crescent. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge and sweep. One more, inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep, hover, and hold. Draw the arms around front, big circle. Pivot the right toes, open the right arm up, arms to the horizon. Deep bend that front left knee. Inhale, lift, straighten the left leg, arms overhead, big star. Exhale, deep bend, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, deep bend. One more, inhale, lift. Settle into the deepest bend, that front left knee. Shoulders away from your ears. Try to split the mat between your left heel and your right arch. Inhale through your left palm to the sky. Exhale, reverse your warrior, right arm down, your right leg, or tuck it around towards your left hip. Inhale, lengthen, change nothing in your legs. Exhale, left elbow, left knee, extended side. Right bicep hugs your right ear. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left arm to the inside of your left leg, right arm towards the sky. Bent knee triangle. Hold the T in the arms, straighten your front left leg, find your triangle. Bump your hips back. Stacking that right shoulder directly over the left. You can gaze down for balance. To challenge your balance, gaze up towards your right fingertips, or just gently in front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your triangle, right arm down your right leg, or around towards your left hip, left bicep hugs your left ear. Reach through the left fingertips. To find archer, flex your left toes. Toes to the sky, heel to the floor, release your left quadricep. Exhale, lower your left toes. Inhale, arms to the horizon, palms down. Pivot your left toes to the long edge of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bind your hands behind your back. Open up your chest, gaze up, look up. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. You can release the bind at any time. Once you're in that forward fold, option to release your arms to the sky for a deeper shoulder stretch. Or release your hands to the floor or to block at any time. Find a gentle sway. Maybe you want to find a wide-legged down dog, walking your arms forward, forearms on the floor, elbows under your shoulders. To open up the space between your shoulder blades, walk your hands through your heels. Fingertips away from your body, palms facing down. Weights in your heels. Come back through center, hands under your chest. Bend into your right knee. Finding side low lunge. Walk your hands to your right foot. Hands on the floor or on a block. You can also challenge your balance, bringing your hands to heart center. You can open your wings. Stay or play in any variation. Skadasana on the right side. Release your hands back to the floor or blocks under your shoulders. We're going to switch sides. Walk your hands through center. Straighten your right leg as you bend deeper into that left knee. Skadasana at the top of your mat. Right toes can be pointed. They can be flexed. To challenge your balance, you can try bringing your hands to heart center, maybe opening your wings. Maybe a half or full bind is in your practice. Release your right hand back to meet the left. Lift both hips towards the sky. Pivot your toes to the top of the mat. Bend into that front left knee. Hands are on the floor on the blocks to frame your front left foot. Step your right foot in, a foot towards your front foot. As you pull your left hip back, straighten your left leg to find pyramid. Pressing that right hip forward. You can create a bend in one or both of your knees. You can walk your fingertips or blocks to the back of your mat to get deeper into the stretch. You can also flex your left toes, heel to floor, toes to the sky. To frame your left foot. Hands on blocks, bend into that front left knee. Walk your hands up, palm print forward. Lift your right leg, coming into bird. Hands can be on the floor for support or on a block. You can try releasing your hands. May find warrior 3, arms forward. Flexing your right toes, keep your hips square. Left hand to the floor, right arm towards the sky, opening your right hip up to half moon. If you get the weebles and wobbles, embrace it. If you're not falling, you're not trying. Flex your right toes, open up the right hip. Gazing down or up. Bring your right hand back to the floor or a block, square out your hips. From here, lower your right foot to meet the left. Pedal out. Deep bend and extend. Inhale, rise up, find your chair, sink your hips low, arms forward, pulse it for 3. That's 2, hold it low, left arm sweeps back. And forward, right arm. And forward, both arms sweep. Inhale, reach. All right, arm sweep, double heel lift. Here we go for 3. And lower. That's 2. And lower, one more. Lower down. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Arms overhead, single leg mount. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactus the arms, open your hip. Draw everything back to center. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale through center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale through center. Exhale, hinge forward. Hands to the floor, blocks, bend into your front left knee. Step your right foot back, coming into runner's lunge. Lower your right knee towards the floor. Toe heel your left foot over to the right edge of your mat. And lower your left knee toward your left wrist. You can tuck your right toes and draw them further back to open up your hips more. You can place a block under your left hip to keep the hips square. With those blocks as well, you can leave them under your wrists and walk your hands towards your midline for a back bend. Stay in your back bend as long as you'd like. Walk your hands or blocks forward, releasing your forearms to the floor or the blocks. Maybe you find that gentle rock of the hips from side to side, deepening that stretch. Place your hands under your shoulders and back to center. Slide your right heel in towards your glutes. Release your left arm back towards your right toes. Maybe you make connection with your foot, your ankle, your pant leg, or just reaching. Exhale, release your right foot and your left hand. Lower your left hip to the floor, hip mobility drill. As you sit back on that left hip, slide your right knee up and directly in front of your right hip. Hands behind your back for support or heart center for a core challenge. Lift your knees to the sky, plant your feet on the floor, rotate to the back of the mat. Try to keep your feet right where they are. Inhale, knees to sky, feet on the floor, rotate back to the top of your mat. 2 more times in each direction, adding on, knees to sky, feet on the floor. Make sure both knees are on your mat, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, press forward, reach your arms back. Exhale, lower the hips slow and steady. Use your hands if you need to. Both hips on the floor, knees to the sky. Rotate to the top of the mat. Both knees on your mat for support. Inhale, lift. Press it forward, reach back. Exhale, lower all the way down. Plant your hands to the top of the mat. Slide your right leg back, coming into your pigeon. Tuck your right toes. As we lift our hips, plant that left foot right where it was and walk your hands back to frame your left toes. Both toes are facing 12 o'clock while maybe staggered or stacked. Continue to rotate that left hip back. Create a bend in one or both of your knees, or try to straighten the legs to get a little bit deeper. You should feel the stretch all along the outer left hip. Bend again to your left knee. Walk your hands up, palm print forward. Step your left foot back to meet the right. Exhale, lower all the way down, full chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Pedal it out, deep bend, extend to one knee at a time. Exhale, gently release your knees towards the floor. Lower to your left or right hip and sweep your legs around to the top of your mat. Grab a block between your palms. Let's actually hold our legs straight for a deeper core work, because why not? Flex your toes. Try not to lift any part of your lower body off of the floor. Frankenstein arms, block between your palms, shoulders over your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale with controlled breath. Roll all the way back, slow and steady. No such thing as too slow. Think one vertebrae at a time. Lower back, middle back, upper back, keeping your feet and legs sealed to the floor. Tuck your chin to your chest. Lower abs as you roll down. Shoulders, neck, head. Once you arrive, arms overhead, tap the block. Inhale back through center. Walk your heels in towards your glutes, knees to the sky. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. On the lowest setting, place the block under your hips. Lower your hips on that block. Noticing your hips opening. And just relaxing. Send your right leg long to the top of your mat. Flex your right toes. Left heel stays glued to the floor. Open up that right hip flexor. Walk your right foot back in to meet the left. Extend your left leg long. Flex your left toes. Heel towards the floor. Holding your left leg long, reach your right leg to meet the left. Both legs extended straight, heels on the floor. Allowing both hips to open as both hips are elevated on a block. Walk your right foot in, walk your left foot in, and then allow the knees to fall open, bringing the soles of the feet together. Supported butterfly with a block. Allow the knees to come back towards one another, feet on the floor. Begin to lift your legs to the sky, supported legs up the wall. Flex your toes and reach your arms towards the sky, holding and stretching in opposite direction. Soles of your feet to the ceiling, hips pressed in towards the floor, navel in towards your spine. Now begin to add movement, pointing, flexing, circling out your wrists, your ankles, wiggling your fingers, your toes. Take what you need and you're supported, legs up the wall. 2 more rounds of breath here. Gently begin to bend one or both knees. Feet plant on the floor. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, and set the block off to the side. Draw your knees in towards your chest, curl yourself into a tight ball, head, neck, and shoulders stay grounded. Allow the soles of the feet to come towards the ceiling as your knees track wide, avoiding your rib cage. Grabbing the back side of your thighs, the outer edge of each calf, or the outer edge of each foot to find your happy baby. Great opportunity for a strap here as well. You're welcome to stay or play by gently rocking side to side. Gently come back to center. Release your right leg long, keeping the sole of your left foot towards the sky. Single leg happy baby. Flex your right foot to allow your calf to come close to the floor, does not have to touch. Release your left foot, calf or thigh. Drawing your right heel in towards, your left heel in towards your left glute. Finding your hands on your left shin for wind removing pose. Both shoulders stay grounded towards the floor as you drive that left knee up and away from your rib cage. Point, flex, circle out your left ankle. Continue to flex your right toes. Tuck your chin to your chest, hovering and holding for 3, 2, and release everything down. Release the bind, using your right hand, gently guide your left knee through your midline over to the right side of your body. Left knee can tap the block, the floor, or just hover in space. Gentle gaze towards the ceiling. To deepen the stretch, look over your left shoulder and extend your left arm long. Back to center. Both hips on the floor, left knee stays bent. Seal the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. For reclined tree, releasing tension in your glutes and in your left knee. Plant your left foot on the floor, knee to the sky. Flex your right toes, lift your right foot to the sky. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, figure 4. Arms by your side, squeeze your glutes, press into your left foot, lift your hips, figure 4 bridge. Exhale, lower the hips down, cactus the arms, palms facing up. Allow the hips to fall side to side, windshield wiper the knees. One more time in each direction. Sway back through center. Lift your left foot off the floor, bringing your shin parallel, left knee over the hip. Tuck your chin to your chest, weave your hands behind your left thigh or on your left shin, drawing your left heel towards your glutes. Holding that figure 4, maybe you want to release your head, neck, and shoulders for a deeper stretch on that right hip flexor. Release the bind on your your left shin or your left thigh. My goodness. Plant your left foot down. Release your right foot to meet the left. Allow the knees to fall in towards one another. And just allow the knees to gently sway side to side. Come back through center. Draw your knees in towards your chest, soles of the feet to the sky for happy baby. Take what you need here, finding stillness or movement. Come back through center, right foot stays to the sky. Exhale, left leg long, flex your left foot, single leg happy baby. Release your right foot, calf or thigh. Draw your right heel towards your right glute, bind your hands on your right shin. Point, flex, circle out your right ankle, wiggle your toes as you continue to flex your left foot. Tuck your chin to your chest for an active stretch. For 3, 2, gently release your head, neck, and shoulders, release your left leg. Release the bind on your right shin. Draw your right knee using your left hand over to the left side of your body. Right knee on the floor, a block, or hovering. Gazing up or over your right shoulder. Maybe reach your right arm long. Come back through center. Keep your right knee bent. Bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Recline tree. Opening up the right hip. Releasing any tension. And just breathing. Keeping your right knee bent, bring the right foot on the floor, flex your left toes, lift your left leg, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Pull your left knee gently away from your body to open up that left hip. Arms by your side, squeeze your glutes, press into your right foot, lift your hips, figure 4 bridge. Exhale, lower the hips down. Cactus your arms, palms facing up, and allow your knees to gently fall from side to side. Neither foot or knee has to touch the floor. Gently come back through center. Lift your right foot off the floor, shin parallel, right knee over your right hip. Tuck your chin to your chest, reach your hands behind your right thigh. Option to draw your right heel in towards your glutes, binding your hands on your right shin. To get deeper in the stretch, lower your head, neck, and shoulders as you hold that bind in figure 4. Release the bind, release your right foot. Release your left foot to meet the right. Reach your arms and legs long in opposite direction, tiny arch in your lower back. Deep inhale. Let it all go in your exhale. Inhale, walk your feet over to the right side of your mat. Lift your right foot, cross it over the left ankle. Inhale, walk your upper body over to the right side. Right hand grabs left wrist for a gentle side bend over to the right side. Making a crescent moon shape with your body, keeping both shoulders and hips connected to your mat. Release your arms, release your right foot from the left. Walk your arms and legs towards center. Inhale, full body stretch, reach opposite directions. Reach, 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 and let it go. On your inhale, walk your feet over to the left side of your mat. Lift your left leg, cross it over your right ankle. Inhale, upper body walks over to the left side, left hand grabs right wrist. Deep side bend, gently pulling over to the left as you keep both shoulders and hips glued to the floor. Inhale back through center. Release your bind. Release your left foot, bend the right. Full body stretch, opposite direction. Create a tiny arch in your lower back. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. And let it go. On your next breath, we're going to find Shavasana. Heels together, toes fall open, releasing your arms by your side, or any comfortable resting pose that works for you. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring awareness back into your breath, back into your body. On your next big inhale, reach your arms long overhead and tuck your knees in towards your chest. Gently rolling to your favorite side using your bottom arm as a pillow. Top arm to gently press yourself up, coming to a comfortable seat of your choice at the center of your mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your gaze, elbows down and back. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand to your left knee, twist look over your left shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, left hand to right knee, twist look over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you. The light love in me honors, cherishes, and respects the light love in each and every one of you. I wish you a wonderful weekend ahead. Namaste.